How do you get to things on Android? I think we're live. What is this? Hey, it says we're live. Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me? We got audio and everything? I actually didn't check to make sure we were on the microphone system. So I guess the question is, are we on the microphone system? Tap, tap. Seems okay. I can't ever do a normal stream, so I'm doing testing of things. I don't have time to just have like good old fashioned like, oh, I'm gonna go use the same stuff every time. It's like always like a whole mixture of shit. Probably a little bit of audio desync. It's not gonna matter once I'm driving though. Yeah, no fun in all that. All right, let's see if the magic button works. That one? Did magic things happen? Raging to something. Dude, my Bella Box B doesn't boot up with the modem plugged in. It's like an absolutely new problem it's never had before. I don't know. You got to unplug the modems, turn it on, then it boots, plug the modems in, they come online. What the hell? All right, I got me a the Tamago. The Tamago. Oh, David, thank you for the subscription. Let me get you some squeaks. Yeah, I was raging. The fucking Bella Box wouldn't turn on. I was like, what is happening? What is happening? Unplugged everything, it turned on. I was like, what the fuck? And then one at a time, I just deduced it's the modems. The modems put it into a boot loop like before Bella Box loads. I agree, being home is amazing. Oh God, they're so good. Oh my God. Some of my coworkers were like, how's it feel to be back in Japan? I was like, thinking like, the Tamago Sandos. Yeah, I'll be here for a few weeks. I hate that that's true, but it is. I might go to Europe. We shall see. It's gonna be interesting to see how like few people tune into streams now, since it's been so long since I streamed, like consistently. Like, not that I have like huge community or whatever, but like, you know what I mean? How much is it gonna be impacted? Did you guys see that little kid stopping like? Is Kenny still working with me? Actually, we're married. So I don't know if I consider that a job exactly, but maybe being married to me is a job. You mean like at the company? I know, I'm just fucking riffing on it. No, not really. But I'm sure there'll be times where we need her help. I'm still kind of fighting jet lag. But I'm pretty good about like, I've been pretty good about making sure jet lag didn't kick my ass this time. Last time I came back from the States, I was terrible about it. Japanese coffee is so bad. Like the canned stuff. Yeah. No, I think I'm a pretty good partner, actually. I actually don't think I'm hard to be with. I'm really chill. Yeah, Europe sounds like not being at home, though. At the moment, I'd just like to kind of be at home. It blew my mind because I've been in LA for like 2 months or 3 months or whatever it's been. And the first morning, like the light came up outside, the sun came up, and I heard birds. I was like, "Whoa, birds! I haven't heard birds since like there aren't birds in LA. Like you don't hear them anymore, anywhere." So I was like, "Whoa, nature!" And then looked out the window, and it's like there's trees and like things. Oh my God, they made another fucking Kana character while I was gone. Jesus Christ. Wait, if you don't log in on Twitch on Linux, how have you been talking to me? Like all these years? Yeah, LA is just a blur. So in this case, like, the pip thing is kind of in a bad place, right? So I should be able to just move it. Maybe now it's in a better spot. They blocked Linux? Racists against penguins. I'll be right back. I'm so tired. I can't think straight. You shouldn't be out being a person. What's the plan? Oh, just to be outside. Just doing stuff. Okay, but let's see here. So hold on a second. I think this actually should be top right, top left, bottom left, and then go back. And then I think if I press this button, it'll just invert them. Did that work? Does it say stuck in a light? That I can update. Scooooooty. Send. All right, we're not stuck in LA anymore. Wow, the bitrate is like 300. Why is it so low? That's weird. Maybe it's because that black screen happened and the encoder is like confused. I actually need to go buy a bunch of those AS300 X3000 cameras, but I don't think I'm going to do it right now. I think I'm just going to go drive around. Yeah, why is the bitrate so terrible? I'm going to Yeah, that's some fucky Bella Box bullshit. It's like there was like a black frame. Yeah, I know. So I just stopped it, started it, and bang, came back. Yeah, that black frame like confuses Bella Box. And it'll eventually recover, but it takes it a while. Anyway. I think we should be able to hear me in the helmet.
Put this down on the nards. Okay, let's go drive around and see if this this thing works. The problem is that I can't really easily finagle the buttons on this thing with my gloves on. So the button in the middle is source, but like they're too small. I need like some, I can 3D print something to maybe make these buttons pushable. I don't know. Maybe I can do it this way. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm going to see if I can figure out how to make this thing get controlled by chat, which would make it so that I could just have a button on my phone that would go boop and switch things around, or I could just let you guys do it, which could be fun. Is it taking me away from YouTube? Well, we have YouTube videos that I still have to edit from last August, which is like horrible, but it's true. And we probably, I don't know. I'm not excited to do YouTube right now. Like, I'm burnt out. And I just absolutely don't even have anywhere near any time right now. So that's like, that's a reality. So even if I wanted to do it, I don't have the time. I worked 74 days and I had 4 days off within those 74 days. Like, to give you an idea of how busy we are. So it's just like not in the cards at the moment to have spare time. That's okay though. What I'm doing is kind of fun. How does the video feed? Well, it got really low bitrate again. Or did it crash? There we go, it popped back on. I don't know. If maybe the phone's cellular signal didn't connect or something. The video's okay? Does it look alright? Like the two feeds and everything? Does it look like a smooth frame rate? Or are we dropping bits? Smooth? Sweet. This is we're using a piece of hardware that my company developed to do this picture-in-picture scene. So it's good to see that it's working well. Yeah, so my old encoder that did PIP, what happened to it? Something on it broke and I couldn't repair it. I needed like, what was it? Some special cable or something? Oh, yeah. I needed to use an HDMI camera and this adapter that I had to use to bring an HDMI broke and I couldn't find another one that didn't suck. So I just gave up. But this thing is a replacement for the PIP. It's much, much smaller and it's much more like I can move things around. So yeah, this little piece of hardware is like, it's fire. If you look up unlimited IRL and then the word receiver, you'll see it. Like it'll come up as a product. You see what I'm talking about? But it's really small. It doesn't use any, like hardly any power. And it can actually do 4 cameras if I want. But I don't know if I want to worry about transmitting that much data. What is the job I've taken on? So I work for a company called Unlimited IRL. And we do live streaming support and productions and things like that. And that sounds like, oh, you just help like people that, like small people, but like the reality of it is we do like really like dope shit, to be honest with you. So we have the opportunity to do like really large scale productions with like large scale streamers. Like we're doing the, oh, Hazelnuts, what it is. What's up, y'all? Thank you for the raid. What did you guys get up to today? Did the Hazelnuts eat? I am back in Japan. I've been out of Japan for a couple of months now. But here I am. Scooting around. Yeah, thanks for everybody that came in. My name's Eric. My wife and I live in the Tokyo area. One time I met Hazelnuts and she ate a bunch of food. Everybody fell asleep? Yeah. Dude, pineapple pizza is dope. Yeah, so yeah, the job is really fun. I got to go on a blimp as a result. Like, I went on the Goodyear blimp. Like, I think that's like one of the things that occurred, and like, that was amazing. And trying to think, like, I'm not working directly on it, but one of the productions that we're doing right now is I Show Speed's Caribbean tour. We're doing the mixing and like video ingestion and remote support and stuff for that. And one of our employees, I became pretty good friends with this specific employee. He is the one of the cameramen for Speed. So he's actually like physically on the tour. I don't know. So like, I don't know. It's just cool. You get to do some dope shit. Pineapple pizza needs some protein. I don't disagree with that. Ham is a good call. Like, I'm all about like a good like Hawaiian style pizza. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got no hate on that. I don't understand people that like hate on pizza at all. Like, you gotta really do some nasty shit to a pizza to fuck it up. Japan does it. Japan, like, so, you know what I mean? Like that squid pizza and stuff? Nah, bro. No, sir. But I kind of feel like squid pizza might also be in Italy. Somebody wake up Al and find out. I don't have time to drive to Hokkaido to find out. Back for holiday. Are you taking the piss? Oh no, here comes a bus. Yeah, it kind of does feel like I'm just here for a holiday. Like, I've been like living in an office for like a month. No, we didn't leave. We definitely still live in Japan. I just had been there in LA for a while. Hi, what's up, kid? How long have I been in Japan? 2 days. But before that, I was also here for like 15 years. But I just got back to Japan for a... I just got back to Japan from a break where I was in LA for a while, unfortunately. But anyway, yeah, like, I got to ride on a blimp. Like, I went on the Goodyear blimp. Was nobody impressed by this? I'm impressed by this. If somebody told me I was on a blimp, I'd be like, holy shit, you got to go on the blimp? Tell me all about it. Reverse. No, I just like, I got here and I walked around. I was like, God, I like it here so much. How's your Nihongo? I don't know. People tell me it's Jozu all the time. Hey, Caroline. Stupid job. You gotta get one of those second monitor jobs where you can just like not do work, but just watch streams. I have one of these jobs where I'm supposed to watch streams and I don't have time. If people tell you it's Jozu, does it... Well, kind of. Like, sometimes that definitely does sort of work like that. Like, if your Japanese is really bad and people tell you it's Jozu, like, obviously they're just, like, fluffing your nuts. But I have friends that, like, they're, like, white people, but they speak native Japanese. They grew up here. And I've seen them get Jozu'd. So, like, it definitely... Some people will just be surprised when it's actually really, really good. Like, and fair enough. But you can get Jozu'd when you are extremely high level. Anime life and real life. I don't know. I don't watch anime. I've watched some anime, but like I have a little bit of it, like the slice of life stuff. I guess it depends on the anime. Like, some anime is like, if you watch anime that's like a slice of life stuff, sometimes you watch it and you're like, God, that really looks like Japan. Like, they really did it. So, but I guess if you are talking about like, I don't know, I don't really know any like non-realistic animes. I know there's like a bazillion of them. Something about a giant attacking something or something, isn't that one? And then like the Pokemans. I wish Pokemans were more realistic. That'd be dope if there was like Pikachus and stuff. I mean, that's really just like yokai, right? But yeah, I'm happy to get the pip back. It is complicated though. Even like with a simple system like what I have now, it's still kind of like a lot of cameras and cables and stuff. Like even at its most bare minimum, it's still kind of like a nest of shit down here. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I wish I could the device we have, I can't actually put that box exactly where I want, the pip box. So it sort of covers up everything too much. Yeah, but don't ignore textbook Japanese. Like I know it's not the same as what like you actually hear, but like if you learn textbook Japanese as an adult, like learning it as a second language, you're going to build a foundation that will allow you to then like build more stuff on top. Don't be like, oh, this isn't like real Japanese, I'm not going to learn it. Like there's value in building that foundation. A lot of people will be like, I don't need the book. And then like they end up like doing okay, like if they work at it, but they end up hitting a ceiling and like they just have problems with like grammar and stuff. Not everybody, but it's like something I've seen happen. It's like textbook learning does have its value. To a degree. I mean, you eventually have to always also do additional learning. You can't just use that textbook, but building like a stable foundation at the beginning is very useful. So much traffic. I was going to drive south down to this lake, but it looks like it's raining south, or the higher percentage, so I didn't do it. Yeah. You must be Jozu. They think they're like, oh, this guy is hella Jozu. Oh, jet lag. I've been pretty good about it this time. Coming from California to Tokyo is not that bad. My flight took off at like 11:30 in the morning and landed at 3 p.m. the next day. So like I kind of came home, got off the plane, and by the time I got like all the way home, I don't know, it was like 8 p.m. or something, and had some dinner with Katie. It was probably earlier than 8 p.m. Had some dinner with Katie and then went to bed, and then woke up like pretty early the next day. But that's not that hard to adjust to, like going that direction. So yeah, it was easy. It's a little harder when you're coming all the way from the East Coast. Like those extra few hours, like make it a little more impactful. And my sleeping schedule in California was pretty late. I was going to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. So here I get up early. It just sort of balanced out mostly. So it hasn't been that bad, but I'm a little tired right now. Listening to TTS try to pronounce that Japanese and English is pretty bad. Yeah, there's a level crossing here. Pretty common. The Shinkansen has like it's really rare for level crossings. Yeah, you totally did. Scooooooty, haven't I? Don't worry about it. It's fine. I was just talking about. It's just funny listening to the British lady try to pronounce. Like she sounds all proper in English, and then she tries to pronounce the Japanese, and it's just a mess. Scooty. So I took Scooty to get his inspection yesterday. I think was it yesterday? 2 days ago. And passed with flying colors. I got a certified best Scooty in the world. It expired today or something, and Golden Week was coming, and I was like, uh-oh. Like, am I going to be able to do this if Golden Week is happening? So, like, I went the moment I could. I was nervous about it when I was in America. I was like, I got to go back and inspect my motorbike, y'all. Because, like, if you don't have an inspection, how do you drive to get an inspection? Do you know what I mean? And then the Scooty's health insurance, Scooty's insurance was also expiring. Like, so if like you don't have the, if you don't have the inspection for like the Scooty, you can't get the insurance. And then you have like a chicken and an egg situation where it's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, how do I get Scooty to the inspection place without insurance and also without the inspection, so I can't drive to get to the place? And then insurance, how? Question mark. I didn't want this riddle. Clones, what's up? Give me a second here and I'll give you a squeak. Squonk. Thank you for the 26 months. But anyway, yeah, I took Scooty in and they were like, Scooty has one minor issue. And he did have one minor issue. And I was like, oh no, a minor issue. That guy looked like he was finger blasting that girl. And the minor issue was that the light above the number plate, above the license plate, had like the fuse had like bleh, like it wasn't working anymore. Like a little light. And they were like, you got to get that fixed, bro. And it was like 2:00 when I got the inspection done. The inspection process is like nuts, by the way. Like, if you've ever been through Japanese bureaucracy, you'll understand exactly what happened. It's like when you go to like do your visa or a driver's license, there's like windows and numbers, and you get a packet of paper, and you go to one person and they stamp, and then you go to another person and you give them 1,000 yen and they stamp, and you go to another building and like get in a line and take a number, and then you gotta stand there for a few minutes, and then they call your number and then they stamp. You do all these little processes. It's like, I was laughing about it the whole time, and they put stamps on to my papers and then stamp the stamps. It's just so like, it's so Japan, right? And then at the end of it, they're like, okay, take your motorbike and drive to the other side of this big building. And then there's like a tunnel that you drive your motorbike into. Right? And I was like, all right. So I went to this tunnel, and like, it said on the sign, like, we can't do, like, we're doing like inspections. It is a stampede. That's funny. They said that they won't be accepting people to come in for the inspection for another 30 minutes. So, hey, zombie, what's up? I was like, all right, so I'm just going to sit here and just chill. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm in no hurry. So I'm standing there, like, leaning against the Scooooooty, and this dude, this, like, younger dude in his 20s, pulls up on a Harley, and he's not even wearing a helmet, which is bizarre. And he's like, hey, man, what's up? Like, he's in Japanese, right? He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I had to come back here because my headlights weren't aligned. They basically fail everybody because the headlights don't shine in the right direction, like, off the motorbike. Like, they're slightly off by like 1 degree, so you get failed. So he's like, my headlights weren't aligned. I had to take it. And you pay somebody that's like in the area. There's like always at these inspection stations across the street, there's a headlight alignment guy that charges 2,000 yen to align your headlights. And it's like, they must be in cahoots or something, right? So he took his motorbike over there, got the headlights aligned, and then came back. And I was like, this is my first time doing this. And he was like, is it? It's your first time? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, well, why are you waiting? And he just like told me to get Scooty. He's like, come on, bring Scooty inside the building. I was like, what? What the hell? He's like, yeah, let's go. Come on, let's go in. So I get Scooty and I push it inside the building, and he calls over one of the employees. And it's like he knows them. I think he works for a motorcycle shop, and he constantly comes there and like gets these inspections done. So he's like talking to these people like he knows them. This like scraggly teenager comes over, and he's like, okay, let's start the inspection. You can hire somebody. It's very expensive though. So I am now inside, and the dude does a visual inspection, checking the lights and checking like the VIN number on the frame of the motorbike, and like making sure everything is like tip top on the way it looks. And then he's like, all right, he hands me out to this older fellow. And this guy, you're driving like through a building, like literally, and they put you in this track. And Scooooooty goes over these like little lumps, and they like, okay, stop right there. And then like you have to like squeeze your brakes and not squeeze your brakes. And what they're doing is they're running like these wheels underneath Scootie's wheels to test Scootie's brakes if they work properly, like have enough pressure or something. I don't know. Like you have to be able to stop these rollers in a certain amount of whatever megajoules or whatever the hell it's measured in. And then they do like a speedometer test where they spin the wheels up, and you have to push to make this machine work. Like you have to do it all. So like I'm sitting on Scooooooty, and there's these pedals on the floor, and you push these buttons down on the floor, and it engages this machine. Like they won't do any of the stuff. They're just there to like watch. So like you do it, and the wheels spin and blah blah blah, and then like when it hits 40 kilometers an hour, take your foot off the thing, and you do that, and it's like aligns to see if the speedometer is working. And then he gave me this tube, like this cord, this like long cord, and he was like, all right, jam this in the tailpipe. And I was like, I gotta jam this up Scootie's tailpipe. It felt weird, right? Like I felt like I was violating Scooooooty. But anyway, I jammed this thing way up. I was like, is that deep enough? And he was like, deeper. And I was like, oh no. It jammed in there a little deeper. And it was to check the exhaust, right? So like then I had to turn Scooooooty on, and like they were like, all right, we're gonna check the exhaust. And he was like, all right, Scootie's good. And then we pulled up to the headlight thing, and this machine like rolls out, clunk, in front of me, like this big thing. And he's like, okay, turn on the high beams, and off the high beams, and off, on and off, blah, blah, blah. Like all the time that this is all is happening, like the floor like clamps into Scooooooty in different ways and stuff and moves around. So went through all these processes, and then I pulled forward, and they were like, okay, you failed because the light on the number plate is like exploded, like it doesn't work anymore, there's no light there, but everything else is fine. And it was like 2 o'clock, and maybe it was like 1:45 or something, and he was like, you have until 4 o'clock, you have to go do this now, otherwise we have to redo the whole inspection, like it has to be done all in one day. It's like, shit, I don't know where to get one of these like little lights, like it's a teeny tiny thing. So not like locally, but there's this chain called Nirinkan, and it's like a motorcycle parts shop, and there was one 30 minutes away one direction, so it was gonna be an hour round trip. So I had enough time really, but I was kind of like, I don't really want to drive an hour to get this little light. So I went and I drove the hour. I drove half an hour there, got the little light. It was 200 yen. I popped it in the little thing, the light came on. I was like, all right, sweet. Drove back to the inspection station, and they checked the light, and then he just went stamp, 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 stamp. And then I went and just filed a bunch of more paperwork, and then they hooked me up. My headlights were fine. I had no headlight problems. But apparently, if your headlights are out of alignment, you can literally tape cardboard to the headlights so that the headlights don't spill out too much and like point into other lanes. They just pull in with literally have cardboard taped on your headlights, and they'll be like, okay, it's fine. And they'll stamp, 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 you passed it. So like some people just put cardboard on the headlights, which is fucking crazy. And then there was another lady, like while I was waiting for my final paperwork, I was in the parking lot, and I was just like chilling on Scooooooty, and she pulled up in a van. She was going through one of the car inspection stations. It was to the side of me, and she pulled out, and one of her taillights didn't work, and she was like, hold on, and she was like talking to the expecting guy. She was, come here, like, and she went over and she just fucking pounded on it, gong, 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 and it came on, and he went, oh, okay, stamp, 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 stamp. Like, she just like punched her car a bunch, and it fixed the light, and that was enough. So like, it's weird because like Japan is all about like, don't not break rules and flow charts and stuff, but like as long as the flow chart gets checked, the logic about it doesn't really matter. This is a very Japanese experience. And I would argue you haven't been to Japan if you haven't dealt with their bureaucracy. I find it very amusing. When you first come here, it can be frustrating because it's just like, what is even happening? I'm waiting in these weird long lines. Doesn't feel like there's any purpose to it. But like after I've been here so long, I'm kind of like, yeah, I know how to roll with it now, and it's kind of, it's just funny. I find it amusing. You just got to jump through all these little hoops, stamp, 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 and you're all good. That's the whole story. So I went on a blimp. That was amazing. Being on a blimp feels like you're in a boat. Like it feels a lot like a boat. It doesn't feel like an airplane because like there's not like it is. Yeah, it probably is. It's covering people's ass. It's like being on the blimp. There's no like acceleration, right? It's just kind of like, and then like the wind feels like waves, like a lot. So you really do just feel like you're on a big boat. I didn't even watch Diplo's set. Well, hold on. I mixed some of it from a car. We sat in a car out near Coachella and mixed a live video feed coming off of a blimp. The future's fucking crazy. Like that is crazy. But I didn't really pay attention to Diplo's set, as horrible as that is. And I didn't mix the whole thing. I got called away. I had to do something else. But they streamed in a blimp, and that was kind of amazing. And then me and my coworker, we had to go to the hardware store, like when the stream was ending. We drove to the hardware store out at Coachella, like out near Coachella, and we fucking saw the blimp, like that our friends were in at that very moment. It was really cool. We were like, oh my God, it's the blimp. It was a really cool moment. All right, let's see what happens. I'm going to push a button. If I press source, it should have switched them. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, but it dips the frame rate, like collapses, or the bit rate. It's that black screen. For audio, there's not that much that you have to do. It's more about just like finding which camera needs to be live and then routing the right audio, because sometimes the audio routing isn't coming from the camera that's like the main camera or whatever. So a lot of it is just mixed inside of OBS, but it depends on what we're doing. Some of it is mixed inside of something called TVU Producer. It sort of just depends on what the product is or the production is. Like right now, and like it gets complicated because like you're mixing in real time with multiple camera sources and multiple audio sources, and like it can be overwhelming. Like we have people do, like our team is doing, like I mentioned earlier, the iShow Speed Tour. That's intense because they move so fast, constantly moving. Like if you watch iShow Speed stuff and like think about the production, it's crazy. They are running at a crazy pace. And like, it's really demanding. So when I switch the cameras, does it drop the audio or does the audio stay on? I would seriously suggest, even if you don't, if you aren't into iShow Speed, because like you're my age and it's like, what? It's worth just like absorbing what they're doing, because it's like, it's superhuman, like what the production team is doing. Like, they streamed in 4 countries today, like in one day. Like, what? Yeah, and I mean, you know, Speed is like, I've never met the guy or anything. Like, I don't have any like hard opinions on him. I think he's extremely good at what he's doing, and they are just running at a level that is nuts. But it's not content for me. Like, and that's fine. That doesn't need to be. Like, I'm 46. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. It's like it's young people stuff, and that's fine. But the technology side of it is nuts. And like there'll be like drones constantly. They do just stream underwater. Like just the stuff that they do is just on the, like pushing the envelope. And it looks like a movie. Like the quality level that they push is crazy. It looks so good. And it's live. Like it's unbelievable when you really step back and like look at what's going on. And like most of it is being mixed by an 18-year-old kid in our office that works for my company, which is crazy. He's fucking 18. Fucking Davey, man, mixes the speed tours. He does a good job. Scal, what's up? I'll get you a squonk here when it's safe. Because I don't need it. I do if it's cold or if it's raining or something. It kind of feels I get claustrophobic, I guess, is the answer. I'm sure plenty of people have wondered about the rubber chicken. Look at Scooooooty. All over the lanes, no big deal. When I have to explain Scooooooty to people who aren't like Scooooooty people, I'm like, it's kind of like a couch. It's like a couch with a motor. Butanoeki. What? Better be a pig in a train station. Pig in a train. Mizuho. Temtem guy? I don't know how to... Anyway. So how are things? I was thinking about, like, even if I drove up to, like, Okutama right now, it would probably be pretty freaking cold. Especially as it gets later. But it would be kind of nice to drive in not the traffic. In Japan, it's such a vibe. Look at that Konbini. Yeah, it's a little cold out today. It was hot out. Not yesterday, but 2 days ago, I guess. I'm looking forward though. Saturday is supposed to be really sunny. So I think I'll go out and I don't know what we'll do. We'll do something on stream though. Maybe go for a motorbike ride someplace and just do some being outside stuffs. Tomorrow's supposed to rain all day, so I'll just probably stay home. Even though technically tomorrow is my day off, but I don't know if I have days off anymore. Yeah, so I might go to TwitchCon in Rotterdam. It hasn't been completely decided yet, but it's feasible. Hi. I miss my Japan streams too. I wish I had more time to stream like in America, but I just didn't. Like the only time I had time to stream was the testings. We can have a booth. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm not sure what the scope is. In the past, the company has had booths, but the last TwitchCon, I did work for them, but I didn't go to TwitchCon. I was kind of like a new employee at that point, and it was kind of just like not necessary. What time does Hard Off close? Yeah, 7:30. It's so it's so like it's so early. I bought another fucking Action 4 2 days ago. Like the forward facing camera is brand new. I've got too many stupid action cameras. I should probably sell my Action 5. You know what's kind of, somebody asked me, I think Crit asked me about reverse culture shock. What trips me out when I come back to Japan after a long time is like being like, you know, out doing stuff, and like you hear people speaking Japanese and you're like, my brain processes it as information, and then you like go, whoa, wait a second, what the hell? Why do I know why do I know what that is? That's kind of a weird feeling. I felt the same feeling in a different way when I go back to the States and I hear all the English, and it's like, I can't tune it out. It's really hard to not eavesdrop because it's just like you don't like when I'm in Japan, I don't want to like listen to Japanese. I just don't think about it, and it just kind of goes away. It just turns into noise. Also, people are kind of quiet here, so it's hard to hear them. But in America, everybody's so fucking loud, and it's hard to like tune out English. Does that make sense? Like I can't make my brain not process that information. And it kind of makes you tired, like when you're there after you haven't been there for a long time, and you're just like, God, there's so much information. But it is weird. Like I just saw a sign and I was like, oh, I can read that, and I was like, whoa, that's weird. I don't even really know where I am at the moment. Scooooooty! Best Scooooooty in the world. There's this deaf dude on YouTube who has the same Scooooooty, and he makes videos about how to do Scooooooty repairs. And like, because he's deaf or because he's smart, one way or the other, I don't know, he like just gets to the fucking point with all the videos. So like the video will be 2 minutes long on like how to replace the little light above the license plate. And it's not like, hey everybody, now I'm sponsored and you got to do this and that, and let's like talk about a bunch of bullshit. He just like, it's just a video of him like pulling it out, and you're like, oh, you just yank on it, I see. His name is like Mitch's Scooter Stuff or something. He's like, it's some of the best YouTube videos on YouTube, just because he's like straight to the fucking point. And like he'll show you how to like, in like a 9-minute video, how to like take apart an entire Scooty. It's amazing. The drives are comfy. Oh, thank you. 2 milk jugs. Gosh. Benji, what's up? I am back. Which way should we go? Let's go the left way. Scooty! It'd be good to see Katie too. Yeah, where are we? This is a train station I've never seen before. Hakone. What? How far did I drive? Hakone Gasaki. The tree like blocked only everything but the first two kanji. And it said Hakone. It's like, what the hell? Just do some laps here. What the hell line is this? Is this like the Hachi coal line, maybe? Flowers are in bloom. I missed freaking cherry blossom season this year. I don't mind cherry blossom season. It's okay. I can take pictures of bees. Find all these buzzy little fellas. I got no worries about that. It's kind of fun. And like I live in Tachikawa, so it's not like I have to deal with crowds of people, like tourists or whatever. Yeah, bees are amazing. They make honey. Did you know that? Little known fact. Let's go left again. When I was in America, I was driving this electric Mercedes a lot. My boss's electric Mercedes. And I gotta say I have mixed feelings about electric cars. Not necessarily because of the electric aspect, but because they all have so much like obnoxious technology in them that just won't shut the fuck up. Like it was constantly like muting my music to tell me about potholes that weren't there. Like you'd be driving down the road, it'd be like, caution, pothole. And there'd be no pothole. You'd be like, what are we doing? Would you shut up about these potholes that aren't there? And it's America, so it thinks there's potholes everywhere. Caution, pothole. I'm just trying to listen to some Weezer here, you know what I mean? To be honest with you, the Caution Pothole song might be better than a lot of Weezer. Yeah, and I drove this thing for 2 months. I have no idea how to turn it off. Like, you just, like, get out of the car and hope that it stops being on. It's so strange. It's like, why isn't there, like, a stop being a car button? Or a key or something. I don't know. I have no idea. If you go on a trip, an electric car is something you have to consider, like the charging part. But like generally speaking, like I don't know, it gets like hundreds of miles. So like around town, like you just plug it in at home or at work or whatever. and then you don't even have to think about it anymore. Like, and then when you go out to use it, it just goes. So I feel like you don't really even have to think about it as long as you just plug it in when you park. Yeah, and like in California, the gas was $7 a gallon when I was like right before I left. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that like robots are the next step of evolution. You know what I mean? Like we die. You know what I mean? Like robots don't have to die. So like that's really like people are like, there's just no room for like fleshy beings in the future. And like in a sense, like we created robots in a sense that is like that's a new type of evolution because it was like kind of done intentionally. But like that's what's happening. It doesn't matter, Skell. You're gonna die, and then the clankers aren't gonna die. They can just outlive us. I mean, that's just the facts. If they can, as soon as they can reiterate on themselves, which is probably pretty soon, then there's no need for us. No, it's just commuter time. It's like 6 o'clock. Yeah, and like diseases and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like we'll never explore the stars, but the robots will. This is just normal traffic. Like, what is that? Game Center. Is it still open? It looks dead. This is like the worst road in the world. Game Center. It's like a cow that's a little fancy. Did I get my license in Japan? I did. I got my driver's license, I don't know, 6 years ago. All right, man. Have a good one. Hey, Z's. Yeah, I got my motorcycle license, I guess 3 or 4 years ago now. I think, well, okay, so his shotgun just expired, so like 3.5 years ago I got the motorbike license. It was easy for me to get my license. It was easy because I had a Virginia driver's license, which is just like they just convert it. You don't have to take any tests or anything, but it depends on what state you're from if you're an American. And the hardest part was just like proving that I had a valid license that I had lived in America while driving with. They want you to have like proof of that, and that's kind of difficult to prove. And basically what I did is I gave them pay stubs for my company. And I was like, look, I lived there. This is proof. I had a job in America. And there was a lot of teeth sucking. And it went in the back and discussed it, and teeth sucking and molding, and then stamp. They hooked me up. It's like, thank you. I can drive now. And then I didn't have to like do all the testing and all this nonsense. I say nonsense. People should have to take a test to drive a car. It's kind of ridiculous. But then I took tests to drive Scooooooty. I passed with flying colors because I don't fuck around here. I guess I can press the buttons and it's easy. Yeah, I think it might get harder in the future. Yeah, like one foreigner like bumped into something and they're like, "Oh my god." Doesn't it count when the license says the issue date? I don't understand what that means. Oh, no, they want, I see what you're asking. No, that what they're trying to determine is, they don't want you to just go back to your country, get a driver's license, and come back in like a day. You know what I mean? They want you to prove that you lived there for like 3 or 6 months with the license to quote unquote prove you used it in your other country. Like that's the objective. And I mean, I drove on it in America. I had a driver's license in America for 20 years or something. So like, but just getting the paperwork to prove that, it can be tricky. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like, I got my license in 1996, and then I left America in 2009. But yeah, like the fact that they're like, a foreigner drove badly and we're gonna change all the rules, and then like every day on the news, it's like an old person drove through a laundromat. like every day. Like it'll be like national news. Like there's a laundromat and a car in it. And there's like some old person like, oh, I fell asleep. It's so funny. I mean, it's not funny that like this is happening, but it's like that they focus on, oh, one foreigner like ran a stoplight. We got to change all the rules. It's not just Japan. No, like all countries are nationalistic to a degree about things. Karayama. I should go eat something. Karayama sounds okay. Give me some nugs. Yeah. yeah. Yeah, that and on a copy and paste clipboard because they get said so much in the subtitles. Hey, Akira. Hey, what's up? 64 months. Wow. I have no idea. I haven't been in Augusta in a minute. Legally speaking, am I allowed to just bust a U-turn here? Yeah, I'm not sure how far away we would be from Augusta. Yeah, Augusta had some killer burgers for a while. What's the vibes up in here like? Did Scooty, of course Scooty missed me. Oh, I can go park in the K spot. The Scooty is K. K Scooty. Let's just do it for the memes. I'm not totally sure how I'm going to get all these camera systems and stuff broken down right now.
Which one is the primary? Primary camera is forward facing. I always forget to get a mic. Trying to figure out, turn off this one. And then if you don't have anything nice to say, etc. Okay, so we're on the forward facing camera right now in the main. So if I press mode, that'll kill the second cam. And then I could just take this camera and just like drop it in the bag, I guess. I don't really have things like set up to make this smooth. So we're just gonna kind of hope this all works the way I want. It's sort of a mess. And the cable in the Bella box that I have for power right now is finicky. So let's just hope we don't power things off by accident. That's possible. If it turns off, I'll turn it back on. Shit, I don't know if I have any cash. Cash money. Places like this, can I touch to pay? Or is it like a vending machine? Good news, I have my wallet. Things could be worse. You guys are about to talk at a TTS. Let me stop that before it happens. Ugh. Okay, is everything still working or did I turn something off? I want to eat a Pokemon. She brought me the Eggo menu. It says point with your finger. Ooh, Yurinchi Teishoku. That's the move. Can I get like an additional salad or something like that? The menu here is like pretty sparse. Like I want like maybe like eating cheese away. That's the move. Whoa, look at this tamago. Kari tamago. Should I get that? Let's get that. It's like a deep fried egg. That sounds illegal. Ah, すみません。はい、あとユリンチ定食お願いします。あとカレー卵を1個。はい、以上で。For the thumbnail. I don't know what a Scotch egg is. I know it's a word, but I don't know what it, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? We're an ultra wide. If we do standard, bring it in a little bit. I hate the menu on this camera. You can't get it to go to the middle section. It like jumps around. The Nikuman meme? Mm. 7-Eleven say, don't say kore. Oh, I forgot about that. Check out my fancy ass Apple Watch. Hey Captain, what's up? I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna start touching things. Yep, another Apple Pro. I'm deep in the ecosystem now. I worked on making an iMac. I'm not getting a Vision Pro. That's out of control expensive. I've played with them and they're neat, but it's not something I need. The reason I got the watch is because I get like literally hundreds and hundreds of notifications a day. And being able to easily tell if the notification is something I need to pay attention to quickly has a lot of value to me. Because otherwise I'm constantly taking my phone out of my pocket and checking, but I can glance at my wrist and be like, I don't need to look at this like immediately. Like that's just huge. I don't love having a watch on otherwise. But it's kind of like, I don't know, I was using to pay and stuff. It's not horrible, but. Camera that, looking at a camera. Check out my hot glue. Vision Pro wide drive. I don't think that sounds legal. Yeah, if I put these two Action 4s in a room together, do I get an Action 8? Yeah, so like right now, I'm getting a message and I know I don't need to deal with it right now. Buto Ranchi. Oh no, what else do I do? Oh, I wrote a program for the watch to display Twitch chat on it. And this is so stupid. It works totally fine in their like emulator in Xcode or whatever. Like it works fine. Like it completely functions. You can log in, like you don't actually log in. There's no authentication, but like it like lets you type in a username, and then it displays perfectly. Looks beautiful. I was like, okay, install it in the watch, and it doesn't work. So like if it works in the emulator, but not on the watch, why is there an emulator? Like what? And it's like it has some. I think it has something to do with like the way the watch accesses the internet. Like uses your phone instead of like the emulator uses the internet on your computer and like some sort of But like why not? Why is the emulator not designed to interpret that information accurately? You know what I'm saying? Like really? This is what we have to deal with? I need to get a second system so I can have 2 cameras, like another one of these guys. They're expensive though. Eat some crispy corn pita pockets. I don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty good. Were there tears when you returned? Too tired. Check out, it's kind of annoying when you move your wrist, it resets the picture. Which, I mean, it's kind of fun, but like when I want to show somebody the picture, I move my arm. So like, that's like Katie. And then I do that, and then we get some clouds. Maybe it's upside down. There we go. Maybe it's right side up now. And then there's the blimp. There's Katie. And Katie. My wife's a babe. Katie. Katie. Blimp. I'm not left-handed now. I don't know why. I just put it on this wrist. I don't know. No real reason. What is the criteria for registering Extreme View these days for the stream streak? I have no idea. It makes it more difficult to use a dial? Does it? I just use my thumb. It's fine. Do you not have thumbs? If you didn't have thumbs, I could see that being like, so then you'd be like doing it over here instead of over here. But having thumbs makes it, I don't know, makes it pretty easy. Couldn't I just turn it around if I wanted to use the dial on this side? Yeah, you can flip the dial wherever you want it. Like I could just flip this watch around and then it would be, you can tell it to invert the interface. So it'd be fine. Yeah, if your thumb is in your butt, yeah, I guess. I'm still kind of getting used to the way the interface works, even though I've had it for like a month. Yeah, here's my chat app that doesn't load. It's really stupid. How do you close an app? That. Okay, and then like there's the interface and join chat, and then it doesn't populate. I think it is, yes. SE, yeah. But it works on the stupid emulator on the computer. It's frustrating. Yeah, it was fairly cheap. It's probably too small for my wrist. Maybe I'll regret this. I don't know. And then I got some like really cheap, like $5 third-party band, but it's totally fine. I actually find that it makes me less distracted because I'm not constantly taking my phone out to check notifications. Like I just go, oh, okay. And like if I'm like hanging out with like Katie or something, like some of my job is like you have to reply to things immediately. And in those cases, I don't want to be like having a conversation with somebody taking my phone out. I can just glance at my watch and be like, okay, I don't need to deal with that. So I looked at the biggest one. They have a pretty big, Apple makes a pretty big watch. Like it's like bigger than anything I'd want to wear. Yeah, the Ultra. I think taco salad works for Apple. Maybe if I did this, and then I could set this like that. And this slightly up. Is that the move? It's kind of goofy. It's kind of hard to figure out, like, fourth dimensionally where the picture-in-picture image is. I'm trying to think about that. It's kind of a weird feeling. It's like I'm looking at you, but the picture is on the left, but it's actually on the right. I think it's all backwards. Yeah, it is taking a while. Nobody's talking. It's like dead silent in here. They're also actually making it, they're just not microwaving it, you know what I mean? What did she bring me this little, yeah, it's like ume squid guts. No, I don't think I need you guys getting me deported. What are we thinking? Water or mugi cha? This is a mugi. You can just tell it's going to be mugi cha. It is. I guess if you can't see through the container, it's usually mugi cha. But sometimes you have a see-through one if it is mugi cha. Why did I know that was mugi cha before I poured it? How did I know that? Mugi cha is good. I know why people don't like it, but it's good. Bellaby. Zero is webbing. What network is it on, I wonder? Yeah, yeah. I would have bet 100 yen. I should set a timer whenever I order food to see how long it takes. What's my favorite cha? Probably just regular black tea. Chai is good though, like Indian spiced tea or whatever. Matcha, ugh. Yeah, I just like black tea. Like that's my go-to. Like, はい、大丈夫です。They're nervous. All right, guys. We got a food cam. How's that working out? Probably should be higher, but I don't really have a way to raise it. I don't think. See if I have anything to rig it with. Maybe if I put it on this, like that, but then it's in the other shot. It's a little high. This is urinchi. I'm not really sure what it is. It's like some sort of like Chinese flavored thing in my head, but I don't know really what it is. What is this? It's a lot of cabbage. Yeah, I don't know how to turn urinchi into English. Chinese chicken. But I can't think of ever having anything that tasted exactly like this in America, like an American Chinese food. And then we've got some deep fried nugs. Urinchi. It's a fusion dish? Okay. The food in Japan is so fucking good. After 2 months in America, I get so tired of the food there. Yeah, that's a good explanation. If I see it on the menu, I get it like basically every time. And then we've got this deep fried egg. Yeah, I get it every time I see it. I'm like, yeah, eating cheap. If they had had like some decent like Korean chicken here, there would have been a dilemma. But their Korean style chicken was just kimchi, which is fine, but it doesn't beat eating cheap. That's a big nug. Katie just messaged me. The music in here kicks ass. Yeah, the food in America is like, you like order something and it's like a big plate of the same thing. It's like, bro, like I want a little bit of greens, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of rice, a little bit of pickled stuff, a little soup. You know what I mean? Like just like you're like, oh, I want to go eat, and they just give you like a big slab of meat. And you're like, what in the hell is this? Ebi chili, when it's good, is good. The problem is Ebi chili has like a failure rate. Like when you get it, sometimes it's not good. But when it's good, if you find a good place, I should try to find like the best place in Tokyo for Ebi chili. Never thought about that. You gotta tell him you want the old man chili, the old man of the sea chili. So from my office is built from where I work in Los Angeles, the office to my front door is 17 hours. Like Uber and then bus ride on the backside. And I swear in America I was eating less food but getting fatter. Like, I don't know how that math works, but even if you remove the airport wait time, no, that's like everything. That's like door to door. That's how long it took, 17 hours. Like in Tachikawa, it's kind of far from the airport though, and we had a bunch of traffic too. Like the bus was like stuck in traffic for a while. But the boss is like a life hack coming in Japan. We get a special line actually for, I don't know if it's for all residents or if it's for permanent residents. I think it's all residents. And it's always shorter than the Japanese line and the tourist line. The tourist line goes like hella slow. It's like always backed up. The Japanese line has a lot of people, but it moves quickly. But the line that I get to go through, there wasn't even a wait. I just walked straight up to a person. I got through way faster than Japanese people do. But it doesn't matter if you're like collecting luggage, then you just stand there and wait with everybody for the luggage. You know what I mean? Yeah, the tourist line looks gnarly. But when I come back from America, I always have luggage because I like bring a bunch of crap back with me. All right. Oh, I forgot about my soup. Wow, guys, got that slimy seaweed in it. It doesn't really have so much of a flavor, but it's just like it's like that stuff. It's like an unflattering texture, but it tastes fine. It's probably healthy. All right, let's try this deep fried egg. It exploded out the back end. It's like liquidy. It tastes pretty good, but it seems extremely unhealthy. Tastes really good. Yeah, I made her squirt. Put that on my resume. How much was the egg? I don't know, 100 yen? Something like that. $170 yen, damn. That's $3 easy in America. Oh, the egg? Dude, food in America, like especially in LA. Like a burrito is like $20. Like if you're eating, if your meal is less than $20, you're eating garbage. Like that's hardcore. I can't afford that. The cable is like pushing the camera around. Ugh. stuffed. I didn't eat any lunch. I had like a bag of Doritos, like an animal. Yeah, LA was probably Hawaii expensive. It doesn't even really make sense, like, why people live in LA. There's a meal over there that says you get 20 pieces of nugs for 2,500 yen. That's like a lot of nugs. Can you imagine getting that and just eating 20 of these? God, this is hard to pick up. Slippery fucker. I tried to find frozen yogurt when I was in America. But you can't buy frozen yogurt in America anymore, like frozen yogurt stands. It's like, I want some frozen yogurt. But they were all like, all we have is acai bowls. It's all I could find. It was like anywhere near it. This is fine, I mean, that's okay, but, you know what I mean? Want some froyo. $10 delivered. Dude, yeah, I mean, exactly. America's crazy. I sometimes think that Japan might be like the best value place in the world to be right now, like per dollar what you get. I mean, I've been to a lot of places. I can't think of some places. Like, you can be places that are cheaper, but like there's compromises, like in cleanliness or safety, or not that they're bad places. It's just like the niceness of things, right? And like America is like super expensive and it's bad. Like this meal was 970 yen for the meal. What is that, like $7? $6. Like what? $6? How did I just eat for $6? Like literally with the egg, this was $7. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's so cheap, and like, it's not like the world's best meal, but for $6, this would be like $30 in LA. And the rice would be trash. Yeah, even with before the yen collapse, it's still cheap. What's funny though is like when we moved here in 2011, it was expensive here. Like it was expensive to be in Japan. To actually be able to live in Japan? What are you talking about, man? Katie and I figured it out. How hard could it be? We just moved here. Just set up shop and don't leave. Hit up Hello Talk. Find you a lady. HelloDoc sucks. You can get a wife there. What are you talking about? It's a life-changing application. Package doesn't make it easier to show up and stay. I'd still rather be a foreigner here than like a citizen in America. It's getting crowded in here. All right. Is it selfie dab now? I haven't even looked at HelloTalk in, I don't know, pre-COVID. This is the thing that's doing all the magic for us, for the camera-in-camera, picture-in-picture thing. Oh, I scratched it. God, it's really hot. That's not good. Probably can't read it with the focal distance on this. But oh, it says one of them's doing 28 frames a second. That's not good. There we go. It came up. I wonder why. Rat Snake, what's up? It looks self-made. It's just because the cabling is all crazy. I haven't come up with a clean way to cable it yet. But because of the way the placement of the jacks are, like this cable has to go up if you want it to be like a right angle. I don't know. It's just not clean like the way I have it. That's the, there's like a wireless antenna here. Hello, Mac Drew. What's up? Let me get a squeak here. Oh, Florian, hey, thank you for the gifted subs. Wow, that's very kind of you. It's a whole bunch of gifted subs. 5. Don't want to be too annoying in here. Anyway, then we can go in here and we can, still kind of learning where the settings are. Go here and then this move the picture thing around. Bottom left, bottom right. It should move it. It's supposed to be in Africa. I think I may have gotten out of that. Yeah, Florian, thank you so much. I hope you're well. Top right. Oh, Red Snake, thank you for the bits. That's very kind of you. Top left. Bottom left. And then we can change the size of the pip as well. That's big, small, normal, and back to big. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I'm back too. Yeah, I just got to come up with a way to like wire this better. It's a disaster right now. Tired of, dude, I did get, America smells gross. It does smell like weed everywhere. There's so many things there that it's just like, I don't understand why. Can somebody maybe explain this to me? Why do people smoke weed when they can just use gummies? Like, why are they not using things that don't just, like, because the smoking of the weed is, like, unhealthier than the gummies, right? Like, isn't the gummies less bad for you? Because it's not fucking up your lungs? What, you get something out of the smoking the weed. What was the wild thing you were talking about last stream? I don't remember what that was. I don't, like, is it a different high, is it? Gummies take longer to hit and it's more unpredictable. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, like, aren't you worried about your lungs? I'm worried about your lungs. An anonymous gifter. Oh my gosh. We're getting lit up here. I'll get outside. I'll squeeze some chickens outdoors. Give me just a minute here to make some motions. I appreciate that, though. That's very kind of you. Let's hope that we don't turn off the bella box. I had too many cameras in my hand right now. Yeah. Hi. はい、カードでお願いします。タッチできますか？はい、大丈夫です。はい。All right, it was $7.76. It said it in like the thing in the translation because my card is foreign. $7. Fuck. Oh god. So cheap. I got a bunch of documents now though. She gave me like a receipt and a receipt and a receipt. After eating a meal like that, I need like sugar though. It's like a problem because it's so like sodium heavy. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to get all this stuff back on the motorbike. I think I had this one facing forwards. And then this one facing backwards. I know I owe some squeaks. We'll get there. Mode. Oh no, the battery's gonna die on the Bella box. Son of a bitch, I gotta replace the battery. It's like blinking at me. I better squeak that chicken quick. If it dies, I'll be right back. Red Snake, thank you for the sub. And the anonymous gifter, thank you as well. All right, I'll be back in just a second. I gotta reboot the bell box and put a new battery on. What do you got, Kat? Or something? That's kind of what I'm thinking they're kind of alluding to. In the west. Again, I think can I go out any direction but the west? I'm kind of lost in here again. Katie, jaqueto. Now we can hang out while I switch the battery. Yeah. I think I have another battery. Huzzah! Is it going? It looks like it's going. Not too cold. Oh no, no way near. I got for all red when it's like freezing. God, I've only been live for 2 hours and I cooked the battery? What the fuck? That's not good. That's terrible. That's terrible time. All right, that's powering on. That's powering on. And I kind of gotta like wait and assume it's booted because there's this problem that I discovered today that my modems that I use stop it from booting. It's really screwy. Okay, so it should come back online in a second here. Yeah, this is a whole process. I didn't plug a cable in. Why is it not working? There we go. Boot it up. We got a modem. Phenomenal. Two cameras are on. I'll be back. Okay. Now it is time to driving home. Daytime trip on a scooter? I don't know. I tend to drive out to like some of the lakes. Like Okutama is kind of fun. Sagamiko is kind of cool. Chichibu is probably my favorite. I like going out to Chichibu. It's a good drive and a cool destination. Yeah, it's actually like, I mean, it's kind of cold, but it's not like cold today. Now I got to figure out how to get home. Oh, do you live in the area? Do you have a motorbike? Yeah, Chichibu is cool. Oh, you know what the best? No, the best one is going out to Fuji. You live in East Tokyo? I live in West Tokyo. Yeah, going out to Mount Fuji is like, without question, the best. That's the best place to go. Going out to Fujigogo. Going up the Dolshi route. I think that's as good as it gets. Let me see about finding, how do I get home from here? I haven't been paying attention to where I am. Please let me use maps. It's like stuck. There we go. 23 minutes. Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm further north than I thought. I'm on a completely different road than I had expected.
Battery level is high.
Chiba's nice though. You're not wrong though. Like, but it is a little limiting. But like, we went over there for a trip in November. Come on, connect. And it was quite nice. I'm waiting for my headset to connect. There we go. Let's go. Oh, top box is opened. Glad I checked. Drive on the left. You're not in America. Drive on the left. I don't know if I'm on the correct direction. Okay, sweet. My collar is like clanking on my helmet. That's probably annoying to you guys. Yeah, like I ate all that chicken, and now like it's like 1,000,000 calories. Now all I want is a Coca-Cola because I want the sugar. But I know that's not like exactly what I need in my life. Can you guys hear Scooooooty purr? Maybe it just annoyed me then. I need to check the pressure in Scootie's tires. I feel a little bit of wobble in the front tire. That's a lot of wood. That didn't look safe. Yeah, but there's a microphone in the helmet. It only clanked like once or twice, so it might not have been enough for it to be of an annoyance. Golf next 24. Dude, people in this country love the golf. Scooooooty! Steak Hamburg. I'm tired. I'm like legitimately tired. What time is it in LA? I'm like, my time zone's like Hawaii right now or something. Okay, I've got some sort of like. Oh yeah, I was a little worried of like if they found out I was an immigrant. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna be cooked. And then like my American driver's license expired and I was driving around on a Japanese driver's license in America and I was like, this is going to be a disaster if I get pulled over by the police and show them this. Like, here's my Japanese driver's license, sir. And they're going to be like, you don't look Chinese. What the fuck is this? I'm like, oh no, I'm cooked. Because like the driver's license is like just a bunch of kanji. In my name, the date for the expiration. No, you know what? The new ones have a a Jesus ear on them, not just an emperor ear. Oh, it's implants on. Trying to give me bigger boobs. Oh, there's a Komeda over here. Oh, wait, no. Katie and I have been at this Komeda. We ate here the morning that we filmed. Alright, take it easy, man. We filmed the cherry blossom video last year. We ate there for breakfast. Alright, so I know where I am now, kind of. That was a fun video to shoot. A good day. Yeah. I look like I'm on Mars. Look how red it is. It's only 7:30. I feel like it's like 2 in the morning. I slept in today though. I didn't get up till 6. Trying to figure out why I burned through that battery so fast. I guess it kind of makes sense because I'm running 2 cameras and 2 encoders, and the Bella box is not exactly super efficient. The Bella B that I'm using is Jetson. It's a Jetson based encoder, so it doesn't do very well regarding power, but it's really stable. That's why I'm using it. Power efficiency is better on my other boards. I have to slide into a convenience and get like one of those fruit sandwiches. I'm kind of thinking about one, like, ooh, that sounds okay. Give me one of them fruit sandies. I forgot about the animated e-sheep. What else is there for emojis or whatever? E-sheep emojis. What else we got on the list? Hey, thank you for the prime, man. Get you a chicken here once it's safe. Akshimo 65000. I feel like I've lost Japanese during my 5 years of not actually using it that much socially. Like since COVID, like I really don't use Japanese that much, like just like normal day-to-day bullshit or whatever. But the one thing that I have definitely, the other thing, I don't read Japanese as much as I used to. I used to read Japanese like every day, and I don't know, I just like just stopped. I have no reason. I just got lazy or something, and I need to start doing that. I think that would help everything. I always find that when I'm away from using Japanese, my ability to understand isn't degraded, but my ability to output gets slowed down. Like I have trouble finding words and shit. And that's the thing that gets impacted the most. And reading, my kanji level just like is so much worse than it was like 5 years ago. Like my kanji level it used to be quite high, like compared to my communication level. But it's just because I haven't been focusing on it, it has gotten pretty bad. You gotta save that chicken. Dude, the thing about Japanese TV is we don't have an antenna. I've never gotten around to like getting a television antenna like on the house. And I've used apps to watch it. It's just a pain in the ass. It's just a pain. Like you gotta fucking click on things and find something to watch and blah blah blah. I just want to turn on the TV and have it come on and be on. You know what I mean? I don't care what it is. I just want the information. I just want the Japanese part to happen. Like, but you're not wrong. That's a great idea. But I just never have gotten around to getting. Maybe I'll do that. That's a good idea. Just to watch the news or something. You know what I mean? So I could see about all the old people that went into laundromats because they got confused about the brake and the accelerator. Yeah, like I think I have to like pay somebody to come install it or something. I don't know. And then like the TV has to have a card and a B SAS card or a C SAS card. It's all fucking I think it's all like complicated. Got $1,000 down the drain so they can watch Japanese news. So I can remember the light isn't green, it's blue. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it did. I don't know. That sounds like some BS to me. Oh, you know what? We're going to go straight. We have a TV that's broken, so I could probably just pull the BS card out of that one, unless they're like locked to the TV somehow. Actually, all the text on Japanese TV fucks you up when you're trying to learn, because you get to a stage where you're like, I can read everything, but then you just stop listening, because everything is written on the screen. This, like, basically 90% of what's being said is on the screen, so you just end up like just reading. All right, yeah, maybe I'll figure out how to get an antenna. We have a TV that broke. It's just kind of dead black backlight. I need to just order the backlight. I'd like to fix it, and then we could stick the TV in another room or something. What? I'm not telling you if I pay the NHK fee or not. What are you, a cop? This light is confusing as shit because I can see a green light with an arrow, but then there's a red light here, but then there's an intersection here, but they just went. So they have a different light, but I've got a light and there's another light. This confuses me every time I come here. I don't know anything about TV licenses in England. You got to pay the BBC so Jeremy Clarkson can like be abusive to his employees. I got something on my teeth. Just reporting. And now I have like a green and a green, but earlier there was like a red and a green. If you put them together, you get orange or something. So I was in America where like I can buy a Switch 2 that would be able to play half of the games I have that are, because like the Japanese one is region locked. And I like saw them for sale all over the place, and I was like, oh, maybe, and I kept thinking about it, and I was like, I can't think of any particular reason to have one of these things. And then I was like, the games are like $80 or something, and I was like, I think I'll just not. All right, I'm going to run in here and I'm going to get a sandwich, and then I'm going to come back out here and eat it while I end the stream. You guys can hang around or, whatever.
I saw something about that, Danny. You should fill me in, because like I feel like I don't have all the information. Get a good price used. I don't want a used Switch. That's gross. Some of these fucking jelly hands all over my Joy-Cons. I can't deal with that. I don't know. 6? Is that the right number? You guys didn't hear me talk about the jelly hands. I don't want a used. I want no used video game console with somebody's jelly hands all over my Joy-Cons. I'll be back in a minute, guys. It's too much of a pain in the ass to take all this crap off the off Scooooooty. I'm just gonna run in there and grab something real quick. Don't take my Scooooooty. All right. That osusume ichigo sando. Oh no, did I lose my receipt? How am I going to file my sandwich documents? Oh, here it is. I had a panic attack, had to go in there and ask for a reprint. Ah, cowbell. God, I'm thirsty like a camel with some cuppers. Should have got some water. Oh yeah, no, I didn't even look for the cookie. Maybe I should have. All right, so yeah, we got the little strawberry sandal, and it's like the bread is pink. It looks like, let's see, what else have we got here? Strawberry, mikan, orange, and momo. Yeah. That's good. It's kind of expensive. It's like 500 yen. That's like whip kind of inside. Yeah, they're pretty good. I think I'm gonna start eating more of them. If you're gonna get fat, at least go fat for a good reason, you know? So there's this wrapper. Which side is the thing on? Like I said earlier, it's hard to remember. Let's see. It's over here. Is where you can see. No, it's over there. I don't remember. Anyway, I went to, there's this rapper. She's like extremely like sexually vulgar. Her name is Sexy Red. So I went to her birthday party, and there were all these like strippers on poles, and there were these other rappers there, and they were like putting their head under the girls, and these girls with these like big like impossibly shaped booties were like slapping their asses on these rappers' heads. It was a weird moment. Oh, yeah, thank you for the 50 months. Wow. God, these are good. I bet they had, I don't know what that means. But Sexy Red is hilarious. Like her lyrics are so over the top outlandish. I didn't know who this was until I was at her birthday party, and then I had to like look her up, and then I saw her Coachella performance. It was like, it's like completely nuts. Oh, a Brazilian butt lift. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't understand. It's like they have like a shelf for an ass. It's strange. This isn't something you see here. Like this is foreign shit to me. And they were just like slapping their asses on their face, not on their face, but on their head. They would get under there and whap, 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 whap. It's like, is this culture? Oh gosh. You gotta get the light just right. And don't want to overexpose it too much. Yes, right there. It's kind of weird how normalized, like, strange enhancements surgical, like strange surgical enhancements are becoming, like as we move forward through time. And like the whole like looks maxing thing that's going on. It's weird, man. The future's strange. On that note, I'm gonna find somebody to raid. We had a Hazelnuts raid today. So we should also do the thing. Probably back on Saturday, like Japan time. We'll do something, like go out and like be some people. All right, let's hit Nomadic for the raid. Looks like he's doing something Akabane. This Nomadic Gaijin is another streamer from Tokyo. And he streams a bunch of IRL stuff. Yeah, it was good to hang out, guys. Like I said, we'll be back, should be back on Saturday. Maybe go do some photography or go for a ride out in the daytime. It's supposed to be really nice out, so it could be fun. Maybe we'll go up to Chichibu. Yeah, thank you. See y'all later. Bye, Rez. Ten 9876 54321 0. That's a lot of latency.